This is The Locker Room.
Hey, welcome back inside the locker room, everyone. Well, as the football season starts to wind down, the basketball season begins to ramp up. The boys got practices going on Monday. However, the ladies been going for a few weeks now. Games tipped off last week, and with that, it's time we take a look at a few teams that are poised to have some pretty big seasons. It's time to bring you our Fox 55 teams to watch for the girls basketball season here. We're going to start things with number 5, and we head down to Portland. Last year, a stellar season for Jay County. Kurt Comer's squad went 19-4, won the ACAC tournament and regular season titles, but they fell 4 points short of their first sectional since 2006, falling to Hamilton Heights in the sectional final. As they enter this season, there's plenty to be excited about. The Patriots return their top 3 scorers, led by standout junior Renna Schwederman, as well as seniors Madison Dirksen and Izzy Rogers.
Expectations are definitely a lot higher. I mean, we're older, we're more mature, so the expectation is even higher than before. Work harder in practice, go harder. We're learning harder things in our offenses and defenses to develop a good team.
We're a much more mature team. I mean, we're more confident in ourselves and our teammates, and we got several girls that can score the basketball, and we gotta share the basketball and just let everybody do their job. If everybody does their job, I think we're going to be a hard team to beat.
We have to know that the sky's the limit. Coach has said that a million times, so we have to work in practice hard, more than we have last year, to know that we're going to get there. It's the little things that are going to make us better.
We have our scores, we have our defensive players, but we got to learn to work together. We got to learn to trust each other. Who has the ball, who's getting the ball, just little things like that. But we definitely have a lot of talent back, and we put in so much time and effort that I feel like it's time it finally pays off.
Patriots already 1-0. They're going to be at North Central tomorrow for game number 2. Come back to the Summit City for our number 4 team. It's the dawning of a new day for Northrop Grove basketball as Katie Jackson takes over as the team's new head coach. Now, last year's group went just 9-12, but they do return 2 of their top 3 scorers in Amanda Thatcher and Jaisha Scott. Plus, you add in Sanaya and Nevaeh Jackson from Carroll as transfers, and hey, you've got a recipe for success in the eyes of the Bruins.
This group is very different from all the groups I played with previously because, one, we're fast, we want to win, and we really just want to cut down nets, and this group is really determined to change the program around and get better.
I think because they've committed to being a team, I think they have the ability to do that as long as they continue to play unselfish basketball. The sky is the limit for them, but we know we're going to have some tough battles along the way.
Everybody has to put in their input, know their position, their different type of things that they know they can do for us, to transfer that to the game for us to be able to win.
Staying disciplined and believing in what we do and relentless pursuit of excellence. And that means relentless in the classroom, relentless on the court, relentless off the court, and just staying true to what we believe in.
The Bruins going to host Concordia tomorrow night. Tip set for 7:45 at Mark Scheff Gymnasium. In at number 3 in our countdown are the Snyder Panthers. It's year 2 of the Akila Sins era at Snyder, and there's plenty to be optimistic about if you're a fan of the black and yellow. Yes, they went just 13-8 last year, but they had some signature victories, including wins over Homestead and Northrop. On top of that, they were young. 4 of their top 5 scorers just freshmen, and with those 4 back for their sophomore seasons, this year's group is thinking some pretty big things.
I think it's just important to realize that we have to chip away. So every night is going to be important. We go game by game here. Defense is definitely going to be something that we focus on, something that you didn't really see too much last year. We were an offensive team, but now we want to bring back that Snyder pride of that defensive stamina, that defensive intensity, and that should carry us a long way.
We're a young group, but for a young group, we're really good. We do good. We're good at toughness. We're very physical. We've got the best mindset.
We can go far. Like, a lot of people have doubts on us, but they know what we are capable of. So we know what we're capable of, and I think that will surprise everybody and take it as far.
We can always be better than what we are, of course. But I think for right now, they're doing just enough. But, of course, I'm always preaching to them, we need more, we need more, we need more. And that is continually going to be the answer. We need more.
Panthers so far 0-1 this year. They're going to host Dwenger tomorrow night for game number 2, looking for win number 1. Next up in our 5 teams to watch in 2021 is the Garrett Railroaders in number 2. Last year, a year to remember for Bob Lapidott's squad. Garrett went 20-3, won the NECC regular season title before falling in the sectional final to Angola. Now entering this year, Garrett really shouldn't miss a beat. They return their top 5 scorers from the season ago, led by stellar junior Bailey Kellum's 16.7 points per game, which has them thinking some pretty big things this year.
I feel pretty confident. Just seeing how much we've grown from last season, we have a lot left to prove, we feel like. And having everybody back, you know, not much has changed. We've just kind of progressed in our play.
We've had a plan, and we followed that plan and really grown with it. And this is definitely, I mean, 4 senior starters, 8 seniors on the roster. But there's pressure that comes with that. And so, that's competitive maturity.
Everyone's going to give us their best. Everybody always plays their best against us, but we're always ready for it. You know, we prepare in practice. We know what they're going to throw at us, so we just go out there and do what we know how to do.
This group's special, and if we're going to go somewhere, it's going to be this year, and I think that that's going to push us to make it. You know, it's their last year. They want it bad. I want it bad. We all want to be on the stage. We all want to be playing in Bankers Live, and I think that's what we have in the back of our minds playing every game, is that we want to make it to the hardware.
Garrett's already 2-0. They're going to face Noblesville tomorrow night at 6:30. And finally, coming in at number 1 should be a surprise to no one. It's the Homestead Spartans. Sparty coming off really a good year last year, 20-6 overall record, but a young roster meant some growing pains for Homestead. For the first time since joining the conference in 2016, the Spartans did not win an SAC title. In fact, they lost for the first time ever in the conference. They did find their groove late, rattling off 9 straight wins to secure a 3rd straight sectional title, but they failed to make it out of regionals for a 3rd year in a row. And now with a much more experienced roster led by UConn commit Ayanna Patterson, this group is hungry to get back to the top.
We're super hungry. I mean, just winning games that we didn't win last year. So, I mean, we know we have a target on our back being Homestead, but we have to come into every game prepared and mentally prepared and knowing we're going to get every team's best shot.
I think it helps that we have a lot of varsity players, returning varsity players. I think everyone has experience and everyone is a good basketball player. Everyone knows the game of basketball and they know their role, and we play it well, and we rely on each other. We trust each other.
We realized that there were a lot of things we needed to work on by this time around so we could be better this season, and I think so far we are definitely improving.
They're upperclassmen now, so they're a year older, a year wiser, so they got a lot of minutes last year, and just knowing that we're just going to be a lot better because we have returning players basically playing a lot of good minutes for us this year. We have to work hard in every game, every practice, just knowing that every team we're going to get their best shot, so we have to show out, we have to come out ready and play together and play as a team.
Homestead's already 2-0 on the year. They're going to visit Wayne for a 1:30 tip tomorrow for Game 3.